Okay guys, back again, and today let's do a review on Sound of Metal, but I'm also going to show off some of my pickups because I'm really not picking up stuff much recently, so I'm going to add this pickups video as well into this review because really it's hard to make time to review all the time. So first I want to talk about Sound of Metal though. Sound of Metal is a movie on Amazon Prime that if you watched my top movies of 2020, it's on there, or my movie, all the movies ranked that I saw in 2020, because I did a video on that recently. That's on there, and it's the only movie that out of that ranking is the only movie that technically came out in 2019 because it was shown at TIFF in September of last year, but then it was released in November this year. I think in select theaters and I think just on Prime. So it's a movie that I heard good things about. I have some friends who saw it, thought it was great. So it just kept solidifying my real want to watch it because I really thought that it just looked kind of interesting. It looked like a story that I just thought would be kind of interesting. So I don't know how else to explain it. That's pretty odd to say that, but it looked pretty interesting to me. And I was excited to see Sound of Metal. And the story of Sound of Metal, this basic synopsis is that Riz Ahmed plays this drummer who slowly starts losing his hearing. And with that basic premise alone, like, that really genuinely surprised me in how this movie is truly one of the best movies of 2019. I really was blown away by this. This genuinely surprised me. I thought that if you look at it from a standpoint of just like the use of this character going deaf and the use of hearing with the sound design of this character losing his hearing is really fantastic. And I genuinely was caring throughout the movie, and I was genuinely shocked. Even though I knew the movie before you even see it, you know what it's about. If you read the synopsis, it's pretty basic. Guy starts losing his hearing. And then he starts to try to come to terms with it. And that's the basic story, but I love the fact that that is so simple, but it is incredibly effective. I was truly blown away by how great this movie is. And like I said, the sound effects of him losing his hearing every time he starts to lose it more, or whether he's using different mechanisms to emit what he can hear, or is what is trying to help him save his hearing, I thought was very, very incredible. Just listening to the sound effects, it sounds like it's probably pretty accurate in terms of showing this of a person going deaf. Because like I said, I don't know that, but this seems like if it happened to me or anybody else, like in your head, this is probably how it would sound. And it genuinely is just a terrifying movie in that regard. I really thought, it's not like a horror movie or anything at all. It's just a drama, but it is truly hard to watch, especially at the beginning. And just immediately it starts happening, but like life happens, you're going to have something happen like that. Or you might have something happen like that. And I thought it was really, really well done. And Riz Ahmed is an actor that I've liked, and I've seen him mostly in Hollywood movies. Like, he was in Rogue One. He was kind of the jittery character. He was fine in that one. And then he was in Venom as the boring, bland villain, which wasn't his fault. It was just typical, like, super villain. He didn't have much to work with in that movie, but watching this one, this is my favorite performance I think I've seen him do. And I am honestly kind of shy on knowing what else he has done. Like, I've only seen like I said, the blockbuster movies. I know he's been in other stuff, but I really, really liked his performance in this. It was genuinely hard to watch. It was sad. He gave a lot of emotions that really made the movie way more, in a way, it gave the movie way more of a tug at your heartstrings in a way, because this character makes mistakes, and I like that, and I like how the acting is genuinely really, really good. And also his girlfriend Olivia Cooke, who I've always loved. I think she's great. Bates Motel, she's awesome in that show. She and Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, which was a movie that came out in 2015, or maybe 2014 in some places, but 2015 I believe in America. It was a movie that really, really worked with her as well. I really like her. She's a great underrated actress. And she was also in Ready Player One, but she was whatever in that. But I felt like that movie was just kind of whatever, generic Hollywood, like, kind of boring movie, and like I felt like she was kind of boring, but everybody was kind of boring in that movie. I'm not blaming anybody on their acting performance because of the movie's sake, because I just thought that was a pretty boring movie. And also that movie annoyed me with Olivia Cooke, where she's like, oh yeah, I'm ugly, and I'm like, no, you're not. Like, she just had a little like speck on her face, so she called herself ugly in the movie, and I'm like, that does not. It's another typical Hollywood thing where you've got a character who's actually really pretty, and then they say, oh, I'm ugly because they got a little blemish. Like, it's dumb. But little ran over that. I kind of just really randomly went in weird directions with that, with talking about all this stuff. Like, I'm kind of just going back and forth with random stuff. But Olivia Cooke, back to the character in the movie, like, she really is great in this movie. I love the fact that this character is the one that can still hear. Like, she's fine. She's totally just living with the idea of her boyfriend losing all his hearing, and it's genuinely sad. She really gives a lot of subtle moments in the movie. Like, whenever she's in the movie, she's not in the movie as much as Riz Ahmed, but she's in the movie enough. And I thought that it was just really great with how much, like Riz Ahmed, how much acting they both can do with just not words sometimes. Because there are moments where she's just sitting there like breaking down, and it's effective and well done. And I just was really surprised, or she keeps surprising me every time, like I watch her in most movies, that she just keeps getting better and better. And she is awesome in this movie. And like I said, they're both really great. And I don't know what the guy's name is. I forgot what his name is, the actor. But the guy who plays the guy, whenever Riz Ahmed's character goes to this ranch, and it's all deaf people, and the guy who's leading all the deaf people is really awesome and really a cool character, because this character is just really fascinating and interesting. I like the fact that he didn't care about what these characters were going through. He wanted to help them, and I liked that. Even though Riz Ahmed's character is arrogant, which most people would be, and be in denial whenever they're losing their hearing, like, he wants to go back and do stuff, but he gets stuck in this secluded ranch to try to better himself for him and his girlfriend's sake, but he doesn't always want to do that. And I like how this leader of this deaf ranch is really just interesting. I really liked his character. I thought he was funny. I thought he was good and assertive. Like, it's really cool to see a character like that. Because most days people are just so it's weird. Most days people are so pussified with, like, how if anybody tells you any type of something to do, people just are like, I'm too self-entitled for that. And I just noticed that I like that in this movie. Riz Ahmed's character is kind of like that, where it's like he doesn't want to do this, but he's not a prick about it. He's just like, okay, I guess I'll do it for my girlfriend's sake and for my hearing. So, or for at least trying to do what really is going to happen in life for him. So I really thought that was cool. With the character that leads the ranch, I thought he was really great. And I liked, too, without spoiling the movie, I liked the ending a lot. I thought that the ending, it's weird because it's like the ending I didn't expect, but I like how real it felt. I like that it really, really worked, being a ending that, by the end, it felt warranted, if that makes sense. And I'm not spoiling the ending, but I thought the ending was great. And the last, like, couple seconds of the movie, like, last 30 seconds of the movie, I was just sitting there like, wow, this is really, really satisfying. Like, it was a very satisfying way to end the movie. Like, I felt very satisfied by the end. Like I said, I thought it was one of the best movies of 2019 or 2020 if you saw it then. Because, like I said, if it was a TIFF, but that doesn't mean much because most people didn't see that except for people at film festivals. So I'm glad that it's finally released. I'm glad that I got to see it, and I'm really, really loved it. One of my favorite movies of last year and this year. So that's it on the review for Sound of Metal. And let's talk about the pickups. So I got 4 pickups here. So I told you guys last time in the pickups video that I've been watching South Park, and I'm buying all the Blu-rays. So I bought seasons 1 through 5, the collection of that. I bought the seasons 11 through 15, and then seasons 16 through 20, like those multiple sets. And I need to get seasons 6 through 10, but I don't have that yet. But the only one I could find out in stores is the complete 23rd season, which I love that artwork, and I have not seen this season. I don't know anything about it. I watched the Pandemic special, which does connect to the Tegrity Farms thing, but I haven't seen this season yet, so I'm backtracking and watching that. I'm on season 18, so I need to hurry up and buy seasons 21 and 22 because those are not in that set I bought for season 16 through 20. So I need to buy seasons 6 through 10, that set, and then 21 and 22, and then I've got all the South Park stuff. And I've got the movie as well on Blu-ray, but I just had bought that a long time ago. But after that, I'll have the whole set. So South Park is just, I love South Park. I'm glad I'm finally watching all the seasons I didn't watch whenever they came out, because I watched up until season 16, and then that was it. Like, I just quit randomly watching it, so I'm glad I'm finally watching the rest, because like I said, there's 23 seasons now, so I've got a lot of catching up to do. And I'm enjoying the episodes that I've never seen before. I think they're pretty solid. There's a couple bad ones here and there, but you're going to expect that with a show that's gone on for so long, 23 seasons. But the next movie I bought is a Mill Creek Entertainment retro VHS slipcover. I got The New Kids, which is a Sean S. Cunningham movie, and here's the original artwork underneath, which is really crappy looking artwork, honestly. Like, it doesn't look that good. It looks very photoshopped. But it's got Lori Loughlin in it, and it's got James Spader and Eric Stoltz and Tom Atkins in it. So this I watched a couple days ago, and I think I'm going to do a review on it. Basically, I thought it was whatever. It was okay, but I liked the artwork for this. It was $10. I felt like it was pretty worth it. It wasn't too bad of a watch. I enjoyed it, and this is the second Mill Creek Blu-ray I've got that has the VHS artwork. The other one I've got is When a Stranger Calls, which I bought a long time ago, but that's the second Mill Creek Entertainment Blu-ray I bought with the retro VHS artwork. And then the next movie I bought was John Carpenter's Vampires, and it's just another Carpenter movie needed added to the collection because I didn't have it on Blu-ray. And I remember liking this one. I like James Woods a lot, so I remember liking it. I don't remember much about it. I'll eventually rewatch it again, but I'm glad I just got it in the collection right now. The artwork is really cool for that. Alternate artwork is the original poster. Pretty cool artwork as well. I like that. But Vampires is pretty solid from what I remember. And then I rewatched this, and this is the last pickup. My second Grindhouse releasing movie I bought is Pieces. And Pieces is a movie that I think I've watched 3 times in the past, like, 4 months, through random occasions. I watched it on Joe Bob Briggs' show. Then I think I watched it again on this. So I guess it was 2 times, not 4. But I rewatched it with this on with the commentary as well. From, God, who did the commentary? But it was Jack Taylor, Star Jack Taylor. I liked the commentary. I thought it was good. I have seen this 2 or 3 times, or at least 3 times now. I enjoy it. The second time I watched it on Joe Bob Briggs' show, I thought it was really slow. And then rewatching it again with the commentary, I actually liked it a lot more. The gore in this is fantastic. This artwork is really incredible. I love that as well. And I love the original artwork as well. But we don't, if you open it up, we have it right here. I think that's really cool artwork. And you don't have to go to Texas for a Chainsaw Massacre. I love that tagline. That's so awesome. It's got some fun, gory moments. I really did enjoy Pieces, and I enjoyed it a little bit more on rewatch, I guess 3rd time. But I enjoy it, so I'm glad I got it. Like I said, artwork is awesome. Haven't seen any special features, but this is the second Grindhouse releasing movie I bought. The first one I got, and this is a while back, was Cannibal Holocaust, which is awesome as well. But that is it on my pickups, guys. So pretty much, like I said, I haven't had a lot of time for reviews, so I think I'm going to do a lot right now, today, while I'm off. But I haven't had much time, so that is my review on Sound of Metal and pickups for this recent time, because I won't be getting many soon, because I think I'm going to try to get a 4K TV, because I've been waiting and waiting, and I should probably just get one. So that is it for today's video, and thank you guys for watching.